put the chat question 4.28. Okay, next.
Okay, this is more of just like a I actually know how to do this question, but I was a bit confused. I was a bit confused on exactly when you would use sine versus cosine. And I just
Oh,
wanted
of
to ask you
course.
a
Sure, sure,
question.
sure. Good. That's right. It's yeah, this is one of those ones where let's see, exercise 4.3. Right. Let me get the tablet over here. So right. Come on. Oh, there it is. Let's get a better color. Darker color. So we need this person needs to have let's see, a 5 Newton. So F of Y has to equal 5 Newtons, or F net, I suppose, Y. I mean, I can see by my physical intuition that F net X is going to equal 0, but it doesn't. Well, yeah, you want that to be true because that would hurt the person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that part. Let's see here. So I don't like this color. So let's see what we can do here. So we have, all right, boy, definitely going to get rid of. That's not working very well. I have to get rid of that feature where the name shows up. Let's see if I can do that. I don't know how to do it. I know how to do it when we have a different setup. It's no problem. I'll just have to work around it. So in fact, it's too much trouble. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear the drawings, and I need a color that's going to show up better on that guy's face. I think this one will work. Okay, so we need, can I touch that? What was that? No. Arrow, no. Shit, this is annoying. I didn't get this to show up the way I wanted it to. Ooh, let's try that. All right. So, good, it worked. All right. So, what's going on here? So we need 5 Fy equals to 5 Newtons, and that's this guy. So we're given one angle, right? So we know that. So this is one of those things where it's just a question of practicing, and that's
Yeah.
75 degrees.
I saw that
And
you can split the angle, or the angle is technically split in half here, right?
yeah, but like, let's. Oh, right. So, but we want to.
Or do we not want to
Let's
do it?
see. How would I mean? Just by inspection, we should be able to split it. But
Yeah.
let's say that we also require, if you wanted to really be pedantic, so we also require, let's say we're doing a math proof, that F of net X equals to 0, because this would cause pain. F net to for 0 pain, because we can't have any sideward force, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means that let's see now. So this is tension 1, tension 2. So this means that tension 1 of X magnitude has to equal tension 2 of X, so that they cancel each other in vector space.
Is that also
Okay.
because like it says the tension is the same throughout the strap, so they would be equal?
Oh yeah. This part. What that's also saying is that these two are massless.
Oh, okay.
right? Because basically then what you would be interested in is the tension at this point if they weren't massless. The tension here would be less than the tension up here because up here I'd have to support the weight of the rope as well.
Okay.
And it gets a little dicey. So that means then that so then the coordinate system is going to be I'm going to do it over here because so then this is the person's chin is at 0, 0. Okay. So we know oh, that's a different color. Good. We have T2 and we have T1 and what else? Give me a minute. Yes, we see from the system that T1 magnitude of T1 also equals magnitude. I don't know if I have to specify that, but that means then if T2x T1x theta 1 theta 2. So to satisfy all those conditions, theta 1 has to equal theta 2. Do you follow me?
Yeah, I can get it.
All right, so that means that at the end of the day, then theta prime 1, theta 2 prime have to equal each other. And theta 1 prime, which, oh, nope. So that also, we also can see that if that's the case, then theta 2, and we also know, even without anything else, that adding these two together equals 75 degrees. And that implies that theta 2 prime equals to theta 1 prime equals to 75. No, this implies, yeah, it's not an equal sign there. This implies that. So, I mean, it's not necessary for the problem, but I'm just hammering it, right? Because you asked me,
Yeah.
how do I choose components, whatever. Okay, so now that I've established these angles, then now I need to understand then what's T1 of y and T2 of y, because we want T net of y equal, God, my name there is really annoying. I got to get rid of that setting, that's for sure. T1y plus T2y. And so we look at either one, and if depending on what angle we want to, let's say we want to express it in terms of theta prime. So we see that when theta prime, as theta prime goes to 0, then ty components are maximum. Can you see that argument?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so that just means then we need cosine. So we need to have T1 cosine of theta prime plus T2 cosine of theta 2 prime equals to 5 newtons. And let's think about this. We know that each one of them separately, now I run out of space here, but that's all right. Without going through every gory detail, we know that T1 cosine of 75 over 2 has to equal 2.5 newtons. Do you
Oh
agree?
yeah, I see
Yeah.
that. Because
Yeah.
they'd be equal, right?
Right. So your original question was just how do I decide what trig function? Well, you have to figure out which angle you're going to use, and then look at the component in question and decide whether and the simplest way, I usually say it in two different ways, but you could bring it down to one. So first of all, you define your space. So that means then you've nailed down your angle and you've nailed down your component. And you've nailed down the I guess the hypotenuse. What's the total vector? Yeah. Total vector. That has to first you have to define your space to get all that. So then what you do is you say to yourself, okay, as theta goes to 0, theta goes to 0, what does component do? And I just need a new color just to make what does, because I see this is encroaching. So all right. So what does component do? So if component is maxed, then we need a cosine of theta. If it mins, well, actually not mins, careful, because it could be minus max, right? So if it goes to 0, that 0 without the if it goes to 0, then it's cos sine. I was looking at the word cos, so there we go. That is never fails, that way of doing it.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Right? It's better than memorizing that x is cosine and y is sine. And that what I just said, that it works. But the problem is that, let's see, it doesn't say about names. I want to get rid of that name. It doesn't, it works until you get into a problem like we see right here. It works because now it's the y component that's cos, not the x component.
Yeah.
And then also when you get into blocks on inclines and things. And I first faced up to this in physics 1100, where you have people who are so afraid of math and they've been clinging to this, memorizing all their lives, and I was going along with it until I realized that was an oh shit moment, that I should have taught them like this from the get-go, to always look at the problem on a case-by-case basis. And that's what I strongly recommend to somebody who's a 2100, 2200 level student, because you're just going to have to live with math for the rest of your life if you're going to pursue this career.
Yeah. I have a few questions in chapter 5. Some of them are just because the free body diagram.
Do you want to take any picture here?
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm going to stop the recording.